Have you ever been impressed with something so much that you went out and created a recipe kind of in honor of that person? Well, today I'm going to share one with you that I have created on behalf of my niece Brooke. This is my nieces and nephews. This is Brooke right here on the front. I'm not sure if you can see that very well or not. Brooke is 14 years old and she loves to cook. She's an only child, my sister's daughter, only child. A little spoiled, but that's okay. Beautiful, sweet thing. Brooke last year for Mother's Day hosted a Hawaiian luau. And because I was never able to have children of my own, these are my children. And so for Brooke hosting the luau, for Mother's Day, she invited me and my husband over to eat supper with him. She cooked everything. She did all the decorating, all of the food, literally everything by herself. At that time, she was only 13 years old. And the food was wonderful. But when we got there, she had us all a drink, and it was a strawberry lemonade. It had fresh strawberries floating in it. And that drink impressed me so much. The taste, the combination by itself was delicious. So, in honor of Brooke, I have created a dish. It's called Brooke's Strawberry Lemonade Trifle. And to show you how simple and how easy it is, we're going to prepare this at my dining room table. So let's get started. What I've done here is I have a lemon cake mix. It's an 18-ounce lemon cake mix that I've just prepared according to the directions, but make sure that you do it in a 9 by 13 pan. And then I've actually scored it, went through and cut it up in little cubes, and we're going to put half of it in the first layer of the trifle, and then the other half in the second layer of the trifle. So we've got our cake portion ready. Then next we're going to add some frozen strawberries with syrup. And this is a 24-ounce container that has the liquid and the frozen syrup in it already. That's already been defrosted. So we've got that ready. We're going to use that also. Then we're going to make our lemonade pudding. And to make our lemonade pudding, I have to start out with a 3.3-ounce container of a Jell-O, a Lemon Jell-O. So we'll start and put that in there. Show you how easy it is. This is really good. Lemons and strawberry combined are really, really good. I'm not sure what it is about those two, but they're really good, and I hope you'll try this. So I've got my Jell-O instant pudding in there. Next, I'm going to add a 14-ounce container of a sweetened condensed milk. Make sure it's the sweetened condensed, not the evaporated. Okay. Next, I'm going to add our 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. This is what's going to combine with all these other ingredients to make this such a smooth, velvet, creamy texture inside, along with, we're about to add our 8 ounces of cream cheese that I've just cut up in little cubes and softened in the microwave, just to make it incorporate a little easier for us. And then next I'm going to add, I have a 8-ounce container of a Cool Whip that I've unthawed here that we're going to add also. Alrighty. Then we're going to zest and juice 1 lemon. So let's zest first, because it's always easier to do the zesting, and then you can come back and we'll squeeze it and get the lemon. Make sure you don't get all the way down to the white. That doesn't have a very good taste. The lemon zest itself is going to be good. Alrighty, I think we're almost there. Make sure we get all that. Make sure we get it all off here and all up there. Okay. And then we're going to cut up our 1 lemon. And with the juice out of that, we're going to squeeze it up so that if any of the seeds come out, they won't get into our bowl. Just to make this a little easier. And then the other lemon. Lemon smells so good. I've already cut some fresh strawberries and I can smell those too. This is going to be so good. Okay, so we've got all those mixed together. So that's the pudding that's going to go with our trifle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to get all this incorporated with my whisk, and when we come back, we'll be ready to assemble the trifle. As you can see, we now have our lemon Jell-O pudding mixture with our cream cheese and Cool Whip all well and incorporated. So now we're ready to assemble our trifle. And I've already started with putting half of our lemon cake that I've cut in squares and in cubes and put in here. So I've kind of pressed that down to compact that a little bit. Next I'm going to add half of the container, this is a 24-ounce container, of the frozen strawberries in the syrup. So I'm going to just pour half of that over my mixture here. And this is going to just soak into the cake mix that we've already got in the trifle bowl here. It's just going to soak in and make it so good and yummy. A little bit more so we can get half here. Okay, I think that's good. As you can see how that's running down in there. Smells good already and we're not even started. Okay, now I'm going to cut up some fresh strawberries that I'm going to put and layer in here for me. Just do like one single layer of fresh strawberries. And they don't have to be in any type of order because you're going to cover them back up with our pudding mixture next. Two more. Okay, now we're ready to put our cream cheese mixture in here. We're going to put half that in now. And this has gotten really good and thick, as you can see. And we're going to smooth that out really pretty. And we're going to finish layering the trifle with one more layer of cake, a little bit more layer of the frozen strawberries with the syrup, then fresh strawberries, and then we're going to top it back off with this. So come back in just a minute and I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. We now have our trifle all completed, our Brooke's strawberry lemonade trifle. So I think it's only fitting that we get a bite of it and see how it tastes. So let's spoon it up. Got fresh lemons, fresh strawberries. I don't know if you can see the syrup that's running through the lemon cake. This is going to make this so moist. And then we've got the cream cheese lemonade pudding here that's just going to melt in your mouth. Look at that. Let's give it a bite. That's so good. This reminds me every time I take a bite of this, of that day back last year at Mother's Day when Brooke handed me that strawberry lemonade drink. I hope you'll try this.